They said scout it out, so I did.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm running with him to the to his bike.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get my bike, and I'm not going to turn the lights on, but grab all the gear that we can, weapons, my rifle, everything that's mine, and if we can get him on there some way, I will. If I need to make some room, let me know. We're going to try to get out of there.
You guys can awkwardly, again, he can get on the back and kind of just hug you.
Mm-hmm.
He can do the 2 men on a motorcycle thing all the way back to town.
We'll have to. We got no other choice.
It is dark. It is going to be difficult to navigate the roots and the bumps in the road at any speed, even at 5 miles an hour. It's just black.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go so that from this direction, Greyhup is southeast. You said
it would be southwest.
Southwest. I'm gonna head north.
Make a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Both of you,
if I can. 9.
2.
You notice anyway, Warren, as you're deciding on what to do, you can see headlights now up at town. You can see obviously vehicle headlights.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to turn I'm going to still head north. I want to go away from Greyhup, and I want to, once I can get some clearance, I'm going to gun it. I'm going to go as fast as I think I can. I'm going to turn the lights on. I'm going to do it. Let them chase us.
So as you turn the lights on and you start to gun it, you start to head north instead of southwest. So you head opposite direction of Greyhup.
Correct.
The 2 APC lights kind of flash on. Not a large APC, but it's kind of a smaller, small, almost SUV sized, and it starts to go down the trail pretty quickly.
Okay.
And then after you turn your headlights on and start heading north, which would be back somewhat towards the village, it sees you and starts to follow.
Okay. If I get any kind of flat land, I'm going to gun this. If I can find a place that's relatively flat.
So you do have fields. You do have all the fields again dotted by tree lines, but the APC, as soon as it sees you, again, you can hear it and you can also see that it is chasing you with purpose.
Okay.
How fast does your motorcycle go?
Let's see here. Wow. It says 180 max.
So, it's a very bumpy ride as you give it any throttle. Even going over 20, 25 miles an hour, you can feel the bike really going, on very bad terrain. David holding on to the back, it's much harder because of the bumpy terrain to hold on to him, and it's not a comfortable 2-man ride at all. And a nervousness starts to set in as you are in this awkward position, and you can see a much more stable vehicle accelerate after the light that it's chasing, and you're
okay. Is there any?
You actually have your night vision active at the moment.
I do. Yes, I active. It lasts for 30 minutes. So yeah, I activated it again. So I've spent ISPs twice.
Okay. Did you turn the light on the motorcycle? That's what I was.
Oh, that's right. Crap. Okay, I'm dumb. Turn the lights off. I can see. Dumb, stupid. Oh my god. Well, I'm role playing for sure, but I'm actually dumb. Randy's dumb. So yeah, I'll turn the lights off and I will go. Holy crap! I can see in the dark.
Well, they saw you and they're accelerating after you pretty quickly.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to. Do they have me in their beams, or were they? Can I tell?
Right in your beams. Yeah, they're pulling around. They have you right in their high beam.
I'm going to attempt to go. I'm going to try to head into the forest then.
Make a pilot check.
Yep.
And David, roll a d20. I'm going to say get over a 10.
All right, I made it. Since I have no penalty, I made it by quite a bit. Yep. Made about 35 is what, or 32 is what I rolled. I haven't 50.
You spin the bike very quickly, very skillfully. You can feel the rear tire start to slide through the dirt a little bit, but you still maintain control of the bike, and you can see the tree line not that far away, probably a couple 100 feet, and you gun it. With the headlight now off, you can still see everything in some sort of like visible, visible night vision gray, green, and you gun it directly towards the tree line. As he does that, David, you're able to hold on pretty impressively, despite the fact that he is flying through a very bumpy field, not meant for this. You are able to hang on to the thing, and as you get it, you take a couple glances behind you. There's no laser fire following you, and the tree lines are coming up. You see one section that is probably about 8 feet wide where you can enter the forest in between these two trees coming up. But there are a couple of pretty big bumps headed that way, which are coming up on you very quickly.
I'm going to, well, once I get into, do I think that, is that APC just going to roll through the trees? Is it big enough to come into the tree line?
It doesn't look like it's probably not going to be able to follow you for very long into the
Okay,
forest.
then I'm going to attempt to go to the thickest part that I can. I'm going to slow down probably half the speed I was traveling to control the bike better, and I'm going to try to just zig and zag maybe every.
So how fast do you think you're going to be entering the?
I think I'm probably going to be entering at about. I can't go full. I can't unload this thing, right? So I'm thinking like I probably entered at best 35 or 40. Now I'm going to slow down to maybe 20.
So as you do slow down, you can hear the engine and the gears start to click up, and the tone of the engine starts to change, and you slow it down to 20 miles an hour. But you do hit those big bumps at the end. David Carper, roll a d20, get over a 13, lucky 13.
Come on, big money, big money.
15.
Yeah.
15. So as it hits the last one, you feel your ass lift off the motorcycle, and you're worried that you're going to come right off, but you luckily managed to fall right back down into the seat while keeping a firm grip on his shoulders. And despite the bumpy ride, when the motorcycle settles, you are still on the bike. Although you recognize through the moonlight that you almost got clotheslined by a branch as you enter the forest, but you just barely missed it.
If I can, I'm going to turn 45 degrees. So I'm no longer heading north, but I'm heading more toward like north.
Make a skill check.
Okay. Yeah. Because I want to
roll d20, David. Beat a 12.
Ooh, I made it barely. I made my score exactly 50%, 5-0.
16.
You take the 45-degree turn really hard. The moment you see a little clearing in the forest big enough for you to have a little flexibility with your rear tire of the bike. As he does that, you able once again to hold on. And it is a bumpy ride. One time you're going up. Your momentum keeps shifting, so holding on to him is very difficult. But for this last quick turn, you kind of settle into the seat a little bit better and manage to hold on. And the moment you straighten out, you can feel the acceleration as the tire grips the ground again, and the bike just takes right off.
Are we out of their beams?
Yes, you are out of their beams, and the APC slows down at the forest line.
I'm going to turn it down even another, like maybe trying to slow down 5 or 10 more miles an hour. So I'm going about 10, and I'm trying to creep, and I want to go another, if I can, navigate a little bit better, keep going this direction, then I'm going to turn another 45 degrees. So now I'm heading due east.
So they don't have you in the headlights anymore. They can't see where you are. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You slow it down to 5 miles per hour, and with your night vision, you're able to move around this forest.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep. I'm eventually trying to turn all the way around to be heading back to Grey Hut, but I want to do a very circuitous route. I'm going to probably at least double the time it took us to get there. I'm not going to get in a big hurry.
Before long, you can tell that the danger seems to be past, that they're not able to pursue, and they don't seem capable of pursuing anyway, and they seem like they've given up the pursuit. And you take this turn, that turn, and before long, you have no idea where you're going, you realize, as you're in the woods in the middle of the dark.
Oh, shit. All right. Maybe we should just hunker down and wait till the morning. What do you think, David? I'm kind of lost. Do you have a clue?
Hold on. Stop right here.
Good.
All right. I am going to make a land navigation to see if I can determine where we're at, where we need to go.
Do it with a negative. No, never mind.
All right. And 38. So yeah, that'll make it.
So you managed to look up, and in a little clearing in the trees above you, you can see the North Star, and kind of get your bearings straight on where you need to be headed. The sky is clear as can be when you have little holes in the canopy of trees, and once you see that, you know exactly the direction that you need to go in.
Can you point? You know how we can go?
Yeah. We need to head in that direction.
I follow his direction. Nerdy, your audio is pretty crazy right now. It's kind of making it sound like an echoey thing. Just saying. I don't know if you can fix it, but it's fine. Oh, there you go. That was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, with him leading the way,
Shaboom.
I'm going to keep driving very slowly, as I can without having to do anything too fancy with the bike.
The almost idleness of the motor makes you a little uneasy because you can definitely hear it, and it can definitely be heard from probably 50 feet away. But gradually, you have put quite a bit of distance between you and the APC, which seems to have given up the chase. It takes you about a half an hour, even though everything's in close proximity, for you to find the trail again that you were on.
Okay.
But eventually you do, right as your night vision starts to wear off.
Okay. Flip the light on the bike. Keep going. I'm trying to figure out. I guess we'll head back into town. I would rather maybe camp about 5 miles away from Greyhop. We'll wait to go in the morning.
All right. I can live with that.
Okay. So I made a very detailed drawing. I don't know what you think, David, but from what I could tell, it seems like they're under the control of some sort of magic because the whole town went crazy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was just one person that went crazy. I'm definitely sure it was only one person that went crazy.
I couldn't talk sense to anybody in those buildings. I tried. They weren't listening.
I told you it was peaceful. It was friendly. What were you? What?
Well, I wasn't attempting to kill anyone. I don't think I killed anyone. I'm just trying to get some information. There was a wizard, though. You saw him cast a fireball at me. You know they're up to no good. They probably have the town bamboozled.
Well, it could be. But any more intel that we could have gotten from in there is long gone by now.
I feel like we know all we need to know.
Yeah, well, hope it's enough.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure the captain and Sergeant McCool will be quite happy with what we've done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like assumptions, everyone's got an ass.
Definitely.
Yeah. They both seem like very easy, mellow, laid back guys.
You think they were laid back? Well, you saw them up close better than me, so I can only report what I saw.
Sarcasm is lost on you, isn't it?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, at this point, I'll get in my backpack, pull out some beef jerky. I'll hand one to Warren, and I'll munch on another.
That's pretty good.
So you're going to camp 5 miles out. You're sitting in the darkness. You're making a fire.
If we can, is there a way to make a fire?
How cold is it? First of all,
Yeah,
it's not cold at all. It's actually really warm, just like it was.
No fire. I'll take watch.
Yeah.
I'll take watch till dawn. You go ahead.
All right.
If I hear anything, I'll use more ISP to kick on my night vision if it makes me that jumpy. But I'm going to go ahead and climb up a tree and just kind of sit and perch and watch over David as he does his thing.
Before I go to sleep, I'm going to see if I can set some snares. I'm going to go about 10, 15 feet out and set up some snares. Nothing, just nothing lethal, but just something that'll make noise if somebody trips it off.
All right. Very easy to do. You've done it before, and If it comes up, we'll have you make a roll. But you set up, some camp defenses in a way that makes you feel a little easy about setting up and stopping here. And you got your trap set up.
Okay.
The night is pretty uneventful. You do see a couple travelers off in the distance, just walking through the darkness. At one point, there's some animals, but everything seems pretty. Nothing threatens your camp throughout the course of the night.
There were travelers walking at night, though?
Yes, far off into the distance, similar, close to the.
I would keep an eye on that, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stay perched in the tree, and then when morning comes, I'll take my black outfit off and put my mask away and pack it up, and I'll wake up David.
All right. Well,
you ready to go?
Yeah. I'll grab my boots. I'll shake them out, and before I put them on, and I'll put them on, and let's go.
As you're putting on your boots and looking around, by the way, you're looking at the fields of long grass and the trees kind of billowing in the wind a little bit, and it's all different than it used to be. Instead of looking at all and taking it all in and feeling the wind on your skin and looking at everything in its natural beauty, you're now looking at everything as if it was on a high-def television. You don't feel the wind in the same way that you used to before the tentacle monster, and you don't see the world in the same way that you used to before the tentacle monster. And that reality sets in again as you are putting on your boots and kind of just looking over the forest and the fields and the breeze and the wind and the butterflies and all the things in nature's domain that you're now looking at in a digital high-def form.
David, you okay? You seem distracted.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh man.
I will deconstruct the snares that I set up.
You do without any problem, very quickly, very efficiently.
So I pull out the map that I drew. Did I manage to get a halfway decent map? Whether it's,
do you know how to write? Are you literate at all?
As far as I know, that was not. I don't by default get literacy, right? I would have to choose it.
Believe so.
Yes.
That's a big no.
So what do you have? Art? You said you know how to draw?
No. I just based off my comic book reading, I'm like,
I'll tell you this.
No. To be fair, he said he could draw.
I said I could draw.
According to you, listen, you're looking at this and it looks great. It looks exactly like that town that you just left.
Yeah. What do you think?
It looks pretty detailed. Are you showing it to David?
Yeah. I'll say, what do you think of that? Pretty good, huh?
David, as you look at this piece of paper, it looks like something a 7-year-old drew with crayons. It's just boxes with triangles on top of them to show the roofs.
Good.
And there's like a purple diamond in the center to depict the rift.
Yeah, that's the rift. You can tell that though, right?
Yeah, I can definitely see. And I'll pat him on the shoulder. Yeah, you did good. We can make use of this.
Excellent.
We're fucked.
All right. Given that I have a skill, cartography. Can I can I look at my map and see if it like
well,
I
he
got
didn't
everything.
Actually do anything except for draw the houses. So he drew the town the way that he saw it. So it's really just squares with triangles on top.
But yeah, I said that I was mapping out. Whenever I got my room, I was mapping it out.
Okay, yeah. So you made your own map.
I made my own map.
Much better than his.
Oh, come on.
Not by much.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you have the skill. It doesn't matter if you make the roll or not. It's better than his.
I have the skill, abandonment.
It's not much of it's not more of a skill, a talent taught by his parents.
All right.
Yours is better, significantly better than his, yes.
Oh man.
I will walk up to the motorcycle, and I'll see Warren sitting on it, and I will sign, hang my head in shame, and I'll get on.
Okay. So are we in agreement? Do we need to I mean, I don't think the people are completely under control. There was a magic user in town last night. He tried to kill me. So, I mean, is that good enough to attack them all?
From what I saw, everybody was friendly enough, and everybody was saying that they had plans to shut the rift down themselves. They were just waiting for the next full moon. I think that has something to do with
How long is that?
working up enough.
We have to be back. Well, it's been just 24 hours, so we only have one more day. I mean, is it going to be a full moon tomorrow night or something?
No, it's not going to be tomorrow night.
Well, like I said, the people I met were not all that friendly. They were awfully scared. So they have a lot of weapons.
Yeah. Remind me to ask you what the hell happened one of these days.
Well, I went in, tried to get information.
Not today. Not today.
Oh, okay.
Not today. Today we are going back to town.
Okay.
And I will point to the direction in which Grey Hop is, and that way.
Take off. Let's go.
You take off. You got 5 miles left to do. There's nobody chasing you. You can do it pretty easily.
Okay.
Which you do. Eventually, you can see the buildings off in the distance start to rise over the horizon and get closer and closer. You can see plumes of smoke from their industrial power rising into the sky. And then as you get closer and closer, you see vehicles and mech pilots and, all sorts of comings and goings at the main gate of Grey Hop.
Coincidentally, my whole plan was to spend this day making sure that my mech was ready to go. So if they pull up there,
you're ready to go.
I pull up. Do we see Captain Max and Sergeant McCool? Are they doing
well?
things?
If he was outside getting his APC and his mech and everything ready, they would see you approaching. And I guess you would see them too. You would recognize.
I'm doing
the
weapons
APC
maintenance
in the mech.
Oh, so you're back at the office?
Well, I'm either back at the office or at the APC because the APC has weapons.
Oh, fair.
So.
Well, then if you have the APC, we're basically together. So,
okay, good.
Sergeant,
sir,
what is going on?
What do you mean, sir?
They're back.
That's not possible, sir. That's against orders. Very funny, sir.
Well, if you want, we can head back out.
Hey,
wait, what?
Sergeant? Wow.
Oh,
Corporal. There we go. Private.
Well, if you want, we could head back out and come back tomorrow.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
What do you talk? What happened? Like, why are you two on one bike?
Well, sir.
And why is there a lot of grass? Why is there a lot of grass in said bike? And
well, at about sundown, shit went tits up.
Okay, how about this? I can see you're emotional. It's okay. Settle down for a second. Have a cigarette, and then start at the beginning, because we have 24 hours before we are expecting you back. Actually, more than 24 hours before we are expecting you back.
Yeah.
So what happened? You left here, and
we left here, and we got to the tree line to scope out the town.
Stand by 1 second. Sergeant McCool, are you coming to my location?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's wait for Sergeant McCool to be here because he might have thoughts.
All right, I'm gonna jump off the back of the APC where I was cleaning the weapon systems, and I'm gonna walk up to the captain.
The weapon
systems
couldn't be shinier.
All right, Private Carper and Corporal Warren here. They're gonna brief us on why they're back to 30 hours early.
Excellent, sir. I would love to hear that explanation.
Continue, please. Start again.
Well, we got there. We stayed in the tree line for a little while to kind of scope out, see what it was. The fences were, the fences seemed to be minimal. There was 2 watchtowers.
Sergeant McCool, did you also give him a voice modulator?
Yes, sir.
Oh, can we not spend company resources on frivolous things, please?
It was free with the upgrade, sir.
Okay. Keep going, Private.
All right. So we scoped out from a distance, and apparently at some point I went into town and to see if I could get a closer look. And everybody seemed to be,
There's a wood line, and then there's a town. That's what we know so far.
Show them the map.
right. And I will pull out the map, the map that you gave us, showing us where the town is. I'll point to like roughly where the tree that we were given, and I'll point out where the tree line is. All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Good to know where cover is.
There didn't seem to be a whole lot of defenses up. Like I said, 2 towers, no wall. That was it.
Okay, we can see that on the map. Although I see that it looks like a half a map. What I would like to know is, okay, first of all, did you enter the town? Did you talk to anybody in town? Did you get to know the people of the town?
Yeah, I did.
That was not your order, son.
Well, no, it was. What did you find out about? What did you find out about the town?
Well, the inhabitants seem to be fairly peaceful, fairly respectable. I did find out that the rift was spontaneous, that nobody planned for it to be there, or nobody on this end. Also,
so according to the town, it just appeared.
Yep.
Okay.
Popped up.
Now your modulator's off again. That's weird.
On the other side, there's another little town, and I guess some trading went on back and forth for a little while. No, there didn't seem to be any town defense force. And
what about the guys with the pulse rifles? Those laser rifles.
Corporal, we'll get to you in a moment.
Sorry.
I said didn't seem to be much of one. That's very light compared to other places.
They were shooting at you, wasn't
it? Corporal!
I'm sorry. They weren't shooting at me?
Okay, guys. I'm asking for a briefing here, not a back and forth improv session.
All right. They themselves, from the intel I was able to gather, they themselves have a plan on getting rid of the rift.
What's the plan?
Wait till the next full moon, and there's some spell chuckers there. They're going to shut it down then.
Okay, so you have identified psionists and wizards inside the town.
Yes.
And you have identified their locations?
Not where they're holed up at. They're just in the town. Things went south very quickly and wasn't able to get that detailed information.
So the town, town seemed friendly. Go ahead.
All right. First, we're going to get to the point of your mission, and then you can elaborate on what happened to go quote unquote tits up. First off, did you identify the portal?
Yes, identified the portal.
All right. Is that on your map?
Yes. And
excellent.
I'll point out where
our primary target. Excellent. That is our primary target. Now, did you identify anything that can be considered a secondary target? Something that is very important and very bad or very magical?
Well, you remember that box that we found a few days ago?
The box that killed a lot of people and caused a lot of mayhem? Yes?
Yeah, there's one there too.
That is a secondary target.
Underneath the portal? Like the last one?
Yep. It's about
All right.
so big.
Remember, the last one created the portal.
Right.
So how do they
So-
plan on shutting down this portal in a couple of days when we could just shoot that box?
Sir, I believe I know the answer to that. It is a dirty DB trick. They said that they were waiting for some kind of lunar eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Full
From my
moon.
training, it is understood that DBs become much more dangerous during major events. Lunar
heard
eclipse
that.
being one of them. During this lunar eclipse, they will
Full
probably
moon.
start some kind of demon escapade. That is why the Colonel wants us to destroy it before then.
Makes sense.
It all starting to make sense.
Well, let's hear what the corporal has to say, because they seem to have different stories.
I need one more fact, sir. We know where the portal is. We know where the secondary target is, which is the box. Now, major defenses. What do they have that can kill us?
One, maybe two spell chuckers, and a few armed civilians, and one watchtower.
Did you identify the location of the spell chuckers?
They are wearing purple and white robes.
That is not a location.
No, but that's the best I can do for you. They're as I said, I wasn't able to ascertain a location of where they're staying.
Right. So we have at least two spellcasters.
At least two spellcasters.
And I would estimate a dozen armed militia. You called civilians. I call militia because they are armed. And at least one left of regular military, seemingly. Are there any other beings in that place that can be considered dangerous to us? Speak up. Don't hold it in.
There would be three. There was the wizard that fireballed me, and then there was the two cyber knights.
Cyber Knights. That is a wrinkle. Cyber Knights are horrible. They take away public order by bringing in vigilantism, but more importantly, they can create a semi-effective fighting force of peasant farmers.
They do dress
Which
nice.
means when we go back there, we'll be facing an at least moderately trained fighting force in defense of their town. This is bad.
Gain clarification. Was the spell chucker one of the ones that we identified as a cyber knight? Mr. GM?
No, that was another individual, the spell chucker that was throwing lightning. I also a brief little quick retcon. I also wanted to point out that the colonel, I meant to say, was going to tell you, Max, that he would also, on top of the fee that he offered, would replace any and all munitions that you use throughout this process.
Okay, good. All right. So,
All right. Okay, so we have two cyber knights,
Oh.
one confirmed spell chucker, and a militia.
all right. This is doable. The problem is, tactically speaking, we have to go now, strike hard, and strike mercilessly, or we will not succeed. If we give them time to dig in, our casualties will grow. We no longer have the opportunity to pick and choose our targets. We fight our way to the primary target, drop the nuke, fight our way to the secondary target, capture or destroy the box, and blow the nuke before we all die. That is now the situation you have put us in.
The box is where the portal is.
It was more centered in town. It's not.
Oh, it's not right under.
Yeah,
the
he
portal.
didn't say it was right underneath before.
Yeah.
Oh. How far away is the box from the portal?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, enough to about 30 feet away, and it was
I would say
center.
that
It was dead center in the clearing of the town too.
Okay, so if the box is 30 feet away from our nuke of 200 feet?
Yeah,
It'll be destroyed if we don't get it right.
All right.
Yeah, our nuke has a blast radius of 200 feet. So yeah, The box is with the portal, so we get one, we get them both.
Okay,
is-
here's a problem with that. The gentleman, just flat out military tactics tells us that once you're attacked, you move all of your assets to a different place. The enemy does not know where it is. The enemy only knows where it was. So I don't expect that box to be there. I expect that box to be safe.
Well, if that box has a connection to that portal, they're going to keep it close to it.
That is hope.
Sergeant,
Sir.
prepare to move soon. I still have questions here. You
Copy,
come back and debrief them further once you're ready to move. I want that APC powered up, gassed up, armored up, ammoed up, ready to go. I also want that nuke moved to the van or the small truck.
I'll have to check the specs on the truck to see if it can handle the weight, but
Please
I'll
do.
do my best, sir.
If not, let's somehow find a way. If not, I might have another idea.
Yes,
Can
sir.
handle it. Should be able
all
to
right.
handle the weight.
Okay, good. Well, then I'll
Also,
go
in the
ahead.
ABC is Bobby Singer's old scattergun, his trench coat, and his 2 little sidearm pieces, all of which he left in the APC and forgot to take with him.
Yeah, it's hard to carry that when you turn into a bug.
So, Private Corporal.
Yes, sir.
The sergeant major is more of a military man, maybe than me, you could say. That's why I didn't serve in this coalition army. But when you go on a recon mission, answer me this: did you get any rumors?
No.
What rumors did you get, Corporal?
He did. This guy did.
I'm the one that went into town.
Oh,
I
you
mean-
didn't even
And-
go into town and somebody threw a fireball at you?
Oh no, I did go into town at night. I was being pretty stealthy. And they were pretty vigilant. I tried to talk to some of the local people, and of course they tried to shoot me immediately. And so I subdued them. I did not kill anyone. Well, not them. And then I went to found a higher ground to see what was happening. Then that's when I noticed that over like probably a dozen or more people had MDC weapons.
So during the day, friendly.
Yes, at
The
night,
sun goes down, the moon comes up,
the
and they
wizard-
want to summon this portal, or they're going to end the portal. Are they werewolves?
No, I don't think so.
I hear
No,
barking in the background.
I know.
that's a stray dog.
I don't think so. The wizard just came up on me. He caught me he saw me on the roof and almost had him, but things got kind of ugly, so we had to.
Is there any sort of underground? As in, is there an underground location that maybe they can come to and fro? That wood line that you said, are there any paths between there and the city or the little village?
It's a clearing about 40 feet or 40 yards to the nearest watchtower, which now there's only one. That's good. So, and then let's see. I'm trying to remember.
Escape
Those are
routes.
mostly log cabins. Not terribly.
So this
large.
isn't a village. This is just barely a settlement.
It barely is.
Right. There's
No buildings.
there are no walls. There's no barriers. It was
So
just
effectively speaking, they were circling the wagons when something happened, and I'm guessing that something would be a crazy happening.
Must have. Someone crazy did something, I guess.
Understood.
I thought they were kind of crazy actually when they attacked me. That was not very nice.
Were you seen by anyone who could recognize you?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people.
That can recognize you?
Possibly. I don't think so.
I can't go with that.
I don't think they would recognize me.
I'm pretty sure that they would recognize the spell checker would recognize them.
No. I was not. I was disguised.
So I wanted to infiltrate into the village, not go in guns blazing. And we're gonna try one more thing to go in without having to shoot everybody up.
Okay.
But just for future reference.
Okay.
If I send you on a mission to recon something, you blend in. You become one with them. You become who they are. You become their best friends. Found everything you can. We good?
Okay.
Should have explained that better to you this time, I guess.
Blend. Got it.
You sure they're not werewolves?
Almost 100%.
All right.
I'm back, sir.
Whatever the sergeant wants to do with you, I'm gonna get ready to mount up. Yes. Can the truck take the nuke?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Although I would not recommend going over cruising speed, sir.
That's perfectly fine. We're not actually going to go in guns blazing,
Sir?
So I need one person to drive the truck. If we have to buy a tarp, we'll buy a tarp. I don't care. Mix it in with some scrap metal. Do whatever we need to do. Hell, I'll rip pieces off this dumb robot now if I have to.
Okay.
In order to we'll just say bury the nuke to some degree. Make it look inconspicuous, like we're just hauling scrap metal or something in the back. We're going to go there for refueling or for some supplies or something really innocuous. Why is it an APC? Why is it a robot? Because we're just touring the area.
Okay.
The van is going to go to the rift and ignite. Or the truck. I keep calling it a van. Truck.
Okay.
We're going to ignite the truck. So there's only one person I think viable for that job. Corporal Warren.
Yep. I'm in.
Sergeant McCool.
Sir.
You keep the button.
Yes, sir.
Looks pretty simple. I think I could do it. It's a switch and a button, right?
I need you diving out of the truck and running away as fast as possible.
I'm good at that. We can do it. Let's go.
I will stand by with the robot. They're probably not going to let me crush the building, so I will stand by outside. You said there are wizards and cyber knights. The second I see one, I will call it out, and missiles are going to go flying. Don't be in the radius.
Okay.
I don't have any tighter orders than that because this is already FUBAR anyway, so let's just go finish it.
Okay.
Sergeant McCool, do you have any suggestions?
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, we are going to fix this mess, and we're going to fix it in a way that'll make humanity proud. We are going to close this portal. We are going to kill all enemies with extreme prejudice. You are all going to live, so I can chew your asses out when we're done. Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Good. Get to your posts.
All right. I start loading scrap onto the truck and we get the help with the nuke's already on there. I'll try to help cover it up and I'll get ready to drive it, even though I don't have any driving skills for the truck, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
Fuck.
Sergeant McCool.
Quick question. Are we leaving right now? This second?
We'll be leaving.
What's that?
What do you
Do
need?
you have to piss?
Well, I was going to see if I could acquire me another motorcycle.
That's a you problem for tomorrow in case you live.
Well, no. Yes, you can go find yourself another motorcycle as long as at the same time you're finding some scrap metal to bury the nuke. You've got an hour.
All right.
Sergeant McCool, if you see me, hesitate. Take the shot.
Yes, sir.
Mr. GM, sir. I'm going to head to the overpass where that guy was selling that motorcycle.
Oh, Christ, the crackhead. Come on.
Good plan.
Good plan.
Unless
Well, he did
there's-
tell you where it was. It was right next to Buckeyes on the overpass. Very easy to see. He's got a giant sign. You can get it there probably in less than 15 minutes from where you are.
Better make that deal quick.
How long did he say until you could come back?
An hour.
So on the broadcast, you saw that his asking price was 5,000 credits, or he'll also accept trades. And on foot, I guess you would be on foot, wouldn't you?
Yep.
So it'd probably take you considerably longer, probably more about 45 minutes to get there. And in fact, I take all that back. You're a wilderness scout. You have no idea where that is. But that's a good idea. That's a good plan. But you have no idea how to get there on your own. None.
Shit sticks.
What's wrong, David?
Well, I just realized where I was going to go. I have no idea where the hell that is.
I know exactly where it is. Hop on.
Why not? Why not? Okay, let's go.
All right. I'll give it a ride. We'll grab some scrap on the way. Let's do it. I head that way. I know exactly where this dude is.
After last night,
well-
I would not get on a bike with this man.
He takes off and he gets there super short order. Takes every left, every right, every turn he needs to. Before long, you're on a rotary overpass that is suspended about 50 feet above the ground, and he hugs that around until he finally dips down into this area, takes a left, there's all of these massive pillars. And before long, you see a homeless guy hanging out next to an oil drum with fire coming out of it for no reasons other than aesthetic and gathering points. And next to that, he's got a dirt bike propped up right next to the oil drum.
There you go. Go by.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll stay there till he makes the deal.
All right. I want to assess the motorbike. Is it worth 5G?
You have no idea. It looks like it's not damaged. He starts telling you it's brand new, and it's bad. Not only is it brand new and it's battle tested. He saw it with his own eyes.
Well, I have appraised goods. Would that help?
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth. It's probably sells for about at least twice that.
All right. $5,000. All right, I'll pay it.
$5,000. So
Do you have a transfer device?
he does not have a transfer device.
Okay, so here's the scoop so far. He's selling you a bike for half price next to a flaming dumpster. And it apparently didn't fall off a truck.
Does it start up?
It does start up, yeah.
All right. Okay.
And he has no papers.
Yeah, and?
Okay, just want to know we're on the same page. Okay.
Look, I got an hour to find a decent mode of transportation and get back.
Well, he tells you he knows where we can go get paid. He can bring you where we can go get paid, and he goes to get on the back of the motorcycle with you, the back of the dirt bike.
All right, where to?
He smells really bad when he gets on the back of the dirt bike. You can tell that he hasn't bathed in some time. He smells like old, stale malt liquor and urine. He gets on the back of the bike and grabs onto you and points forward.
Wow, this is back page marketplace all over again.
Thumbs up. I go find some scrap metal.
It's
Good
Rich
luck,
Craig.
David. We'll see you shortly.
All right,
Hold on,
let's go.
When you talk, he just looks at you kind of confused. He says, "Do I know you?" And then he says that to you.
Nope.
And then afterwards, when you say "let's go," he tightens up on your shoulders like he's ready to ride the back of the dirt bike.
I
It's a
wink
much tighter squeeze than it was on the motorcycle. The motorcycle doesn't have nearly as much room for two men as the dirt bike does, so he's pretty snug up on you. He's not even holding your shoulders; he's kind of just wrapped completely around your waist.
Smell the love.
Yeah, he's snug as can be, right up to your back.
Where are we going?
He points right ahead. There's a business right ahead, and you can see a sign rising above the overpass.
All right, head there.
So you head there. It's just a business. Who knows what they're selling? They're selling guns and all sorts of hubcaps and just all sorts of stuff. None of it really. There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. It's hubcaps. It's pieces of cars, guns, weapons. It's kind of like a expensive pawn shop. They do have the ability to transfer credits from one card to the other, but it's going to cost you an additional 200 to give him the 5.
All right. Yeah, I'll pay it. I'm not going to argue. I don't have time.
All right. He couldn't be happier the moment that money actually hits his card and he knows it's his. He gives you a little salute, thanks you for doing business with him. And then he can't get out of there fast enough. He is in a hurry to get somewhere.
Yeah.
You're boned.
Yep. Yeah. I knew it.
Right.
All right. So I'm
Maybe we'll
going
pull
to head back. Going to head back to the warehouse to headquarters.
I think I want to go back to the. If I can gather scrap in time to get back within the hour, I want to be back and loading that on
There's
top.
not a lot that you can carry on your motorcycle.
Okay. Can I have some delivered?
Say that again.
Is that possible? What happened? Is scrap metal hard to come by? Could I have some
Find
delivered?
a few pieces. You find like a muffler on the side of the road, kind of in that area where you were making the bike deal, and that's about it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just come back. Well, I don't know if we have time to order. If I could order some, I would. But I'm not sure we have enough time, so I'll head back and see what the sergeant captain want me to do. I'll head back.
You both get back now with a dirt bike. About 10 minutes late. Managed.
I'm sitting in the cockpit of the robot. Where's my cigarette? And my coffee. I got my coffee. I got a tumbler now with the coffee because I learned my lesson last time.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
you are late again.
I was searching for scrap metal, no luck.
No.
I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
That's better. This time it better not. Load up. We're moving out in 10.
All right, I'll load up, jump in the truck. I'll park my. I guess I'll have my. Can I park my bike somewhere outside of the?
There is an area for your bike. Yes.
Okay, I'll put that somewhere. Bring all my gear. Hop in. Now I'm driving the truck with no skill, but that's all right. I'll figure it out.
The APC with no skills is going to be a lot of figuring it out, and you can tell that very early on. There's a lot of jerking forward and grindy transmission noises that you don't like. And
Calm down, Ripley.
Wait, who's driving the APC?
No, I thought I was driving the is it the van that I'm driving? Or
Yeah,
the,
you're
driving the truck.
Yeah,
Oh, you're driving the truck.
the
Okay.
truck is not the yeah.
yeah, McCool, you're driving the APC, right?
I can't drive anything.
Oh boy.
Then how did we take 3 trucks back last time?
You had a driver last time.
We had it hooked up to the APC.
Oh crap, you're right.
Had a guy who knew how to drive who apparently disappeared just outside of town.
He's back.
He didn't later on, I'm gonna tell you what happened to him. All right, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm aware he's gone.
No, gone. He's gone.
Podcast gone.
I don't need to know. I was told I didn't need to know.
Hey,
It's okay. Calm down, son. Now, can you drive an APC? Yes or no?
No.
Can anyone here drive an APC besides the captain? Yes or no? All right. Sir, we have a tactical update.
we do.
The tactical update, sir, is that you are going to have to choose between piloting the APC or your mech.
It has to be the mech if we go into combat.
Very well. Then we have a mech and a truck and a dirt bike.
How many people can fit in that truck?
It can fit
2,
all
sir.
of you.
No. No. With the weight of the bomb, sir, and all that scrap metal, I don't recommend more than 2 people in that truck, sir.
Oh, the truck, right.
Very well. All right, that's what we're doing.
I'm sorry. This is awesome.
You guys could double up on all the motorcycles.
I'm talking to that's it. Let's do it.
All right. Corporal
Where's my
Carper.
cigar? I need to say I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, very good. You're going to be on your brand new dirt bike. I hope it works.
That's brand new.
This is my story, sir. I'm telling myself a lot of things today, sir.
Brand new to me.
There you go. Private Zan, you and I are going to be in the truck. We are going to drive to the middle of town, stop this truck, get out, run as fast as possible. But I will tell you this, if it looks like we are going to die, I will detonate the nuke.
Okay.
If anybody stops you, you need fuel, you need food. I don't care what it is. Play ball. If they tell you to park somewhere, go ahead and park there to start. Just don't let anybody take a deep look at what you got there.
Gotcha.
I am not going to walk into town with a robot. I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow it, but I will stand by for any needs you have. Call them clearly.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm doing the best I can to drive the truck, and
Corporal Carper, your job is to stay with the mech. You are the captain's eyes. You scout for him. You watch his back. Excellent. Private Zan, let's go.
let's do it.
I'll be about a minute behind you.
Okay. Take off.
Leaving from Grey Hop.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. What? One more thing.
Sir.
You said that they saw you leave. They recognized you. Great. Private Carper, you're a scout. I need you to scout us a way of getting there that doesn't have you entering the same way you left last time.
All right. Well, we didn't leave the way we came in.
No. I don't need the explanations. I just need you to ride your bike. We're gonna follow you, but do it so that it's not like, oh, it's those guys coming back again.
All right.
Oh wait, you can't see me. That's not a video.
Let's see. The town is north of us, right?
Northeast.
Northeast. So we came in from the southish, and we left. When we left last night, we left heading north, and then circled
North,
back
and
around.
then you circled back around.
Yeah. Once we got
Yeah. So I'm going to lead them, and I'm going to lead them where we come in from the northeast.
Are you going to follow the main trail up to make the journey before deviating?
As far as I can, I will. But whenever we get near to the town where they might be able to see us, or we might be able to see it, I'll lead them out and around.
Note that the second he tries to take us off the road, and I will brief you this, we can't leave the road. People here don't know how to drive all the vehicles. I'm not going to get that truck stuck in the mud.
Okay.
So, then let's just go in from the direct route then in that case. I was hoping that, but I mean, if you came in from the south and left through the north, who knows which way they're looking now. You said there was one watchtower, and you said that like that was a change.
Yeah, there were originally two. Originally two, sir.
What side? What did?
The guy shot it up, and then
Which side gets us closest to the stupid poor rift?
think
That's in the center of town.
right
Right,
down.
just smack dab in the center. Like somebody measured that crap out and said, right there, we're building everything equidistance from it. If you don't know what equidistance means equal distance from it.
You give or take a foot or two, but yeah.
Down the center.
The air conditioning in this robot is not strong enough right now.
Sir, no. This is a blessing, sir. We can enter from any place on this thing, and we are equal distant to our goal. That is a bonus.
Then let's just go in the shortest route. Let's just keep you on the road so that we're not bogging that truck down. I don't need a. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go.
Understood, sir.
Let's just go.
Let's go.
Trying to do what I do.
With some delicate driving, you manage to get the duration of the way there, and you get to the point where, as people that have already traveled to this location, you know that maybe within like a quarter of a mile further, you'll get to the point where you can actually see the town nestled on top of one of the hills from another one of the hills. Again, there's plenty of clearings where it's not just forest. A lot of it's mostly just patches of forest in between long grass fields and rolling hills. But yeah, you're about a quarter of a mile now from where you recollect you'll start being able to see buildings on the horizon in the distance.
All right, in about a quarter mile, you'll be able to see it up ahead.
I'm going to stay back.
Understood, sir.
Go forward.
Private Zan, let's go.
Do it.
I'm going to stay back with the captain.
Excellent. Nice and easy, Zan.
Yep.
You're
We're-
trading to
we're
keep
just-
it easy
we're
on the
just
pedals.
traders.
Very, you know, it's a smooth road, but again, there's roots and things like that. It's not all smooth.
We're just
but
traders looking
you
to
have hit a
harp our
couple
wares.
bumps pretty badly that didn't please Buck McCool too much, but the nuke never detonated from any of them, and
Oh, that's good.
you continue on. Now, before long, you can see smoke faintly, not strongly, but kind of faintly rising up into the in the distance. And then a little bit after that, Buck McCool, you also start to see rooftops over the trees on a hill off in the distance. And
All right.
you're at the point now where you can see the town far off in the distance.
I'll go on the radio. Captain, we are in visual of a town. It looks intact. I wasn't expecting that.
Continue on. You know the mission.
Yes, sir.
I can't see. I have no eyes, no direct eyes right now. So keep me informed. If I need to start moving in, I will. I'm right
Yes,
over
sir.
the hill.
All right. I'm heading right downtown, right down the center. I'm looking to
You
see
guys are. So as you get closer to the town, you can see at the smoke, what little smoke, again, it's not a dark, powerful, dense black smoke, but the remains of, it's no more than maybe like a campfire, but it's the remains of the watchtower that you can see keeled over and crashed and smashed on its side. A little bit of smoke rising up into the sky. There's a denser smoke rising from the buildings, which you can tell had to were on fire and had to be put out in the last couple hours. So there is that waterlogged, smoldering smoke rising up, and the town seems to be not on high alert, but there are guys walking around with rifles. There's people waving you forward at the edge where the
I'll
watch.
stick my arm out and wave at them. You know, say, hey.
Yep, and they come up and as they're stopping you, Buck McCool, you can see a massive rift now. It's not in the center of town as they described. It's a little more off to the side, but you do see the box still in the center of the town.
Wow. All right. I love it when the enemy is stupid.
Is the guard coming up to my side?
Yes, he's coming up to your side of the door.
I stop it and I roll the window down and I kind of slide almost like a Duke boys. I go through the window and sit up on it and I look over at the watchtower and I go, man, seems like we arrived right in the nick of time. What the heck happened?
Yeah, we got a little attack earlier. Not sure what to make of it, but if they come back, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, they are. We got parts and pieces. You can fix all this stuff. We're here to trade a little bit. I hope that's okay.
He walks up, takes a little glance into the truck, looks down underneath the roof of it just so we can get a glance at Buck McCool, and he says, "What's your names?"
My name's Warren.
Warren, and you?
My name is Howard McCool.
Howard McCool. Well, head on in. You'll see a store up front. It's probably closing soon. If you want to stay the night, there's a tavern. You're more than welcome.
Sure could use
Thank
a
you,
drink.
sir.
He steps away from the truck, starts to wave you forward.
I head up there, and so I'm gonna drive pretty straight as normal, and if I can, I'm gonna head toward the portal.
You got kind of a hang of the gas pedal at this point, and now that you're off, you're on top of the hill. It's actually much smoother than the road was. Again, you pull up, and it just looks like the town's on pretty high alert. Everybody is tending to damage. You don't see the people in the decorative armor.
Yeah.
And it,
If we can get close to the portal I'm going to, and I'm going to stick my head out as if I'm just like, I'm mesmerized by it. Whoa, that's unbelievable.
No one's
Please-
guarding the
please
portal.
don't do that.
There are the people with, there is one person standing on top of the crates dressed in those orange robes in front of the portal. And there looks like there's somebody, like you just missed somebody climbing into it, into the other side. And then there's just one of the Tusken Raider looking people is just hanging out on one of the crates.
Was that one of the dudes that tried to fireball me? Like, I mean, does it look like him? No. Okay.
He was the one that he was in. There's other people that look exactly like him. The people that are from the other dimension.
Gotcha.
All right, I have a question. Using my navigation skill, could I pinpoint to the best of my ability some coordinates for a missile strike?
From where?
From the mech.
Yes, easily.
Okay, let me roll it. 48, and my navigation skill is 50. Hey, what do you know? All right. So what I'm doing is I'm getting ready. I'm preparing to give the captain a recommendation to fire for full effect at these coordinates opposite to where we are, the other side of town. So we will have the ability to get the truck to the portal with the least amount of resistance. Since all their worry will be at the thing that's blowing up, not at us. So I'm preparing to do that.
Everybody goes silent.
I know this is a good plan. I don't think. Okay, whatever. All right.
Oh, I think it's cool. I'm waiting to see what happens.
All right, I'm gonna get on the radio, Captain.
Sergeant.
The likelihood of us getting this bomb to the device and getting out, setting it off at this point is low, in my opinion. Sir, I recommend you fire missiles at this target. I'm sending coordinates to you now. This will give a diversion and allow us to get to the target and away before detonating.
All right. Agreed. Got it sighted in. Tell me when you're ready for me to fire.
Yes, sir. All right. Private Zan.
Yes.
I need you to get us pointing toward that portal as close as you can to it without arousing suspicion. When someone starts to look at you funny, you stop.
Okay. I start heading that way and get it.
You're honestly pretty close to it. You pulled pretty much. No one is protecting the portal.
I'll go right close as I can.
Okay,
Yep.
stop.
So the guy in the truck, the guy on the crate, rather, you can see that he's got a staff in his hand, and he's just looking at the truck approaching, but he's not, he's not reacting in any way.
Right. As soon as he stops the truck, I'm going to get out and open the hood to make it and look in it to make it look like we may have broken down or something. And then,
oh man!
And then I'm gonna give the order for the attack.
So you pop the hood, it opens up, and you can tell that prior to your ownership of these vehicles, they were very well maintained. Everything in the engine is very clean, and all that sort of stuff. And you hear off to the side a guy yell out, "You need any help, buddy?"
I don't know. We might. I'm not sure yet. Let's take a look.
Shut the fuck up. You shut your mouth.
He immediately, with a real friendly smile, starts
no problem.
You sure?
Yeah.
Now, this happens all the times. It's gonna be fine. I know exactly what to do.
Well, I'll leave you to it. He nods, he waves, and he
fire. Repeat. Fire. Fire. Fire.
I'm using 4 mini missiles. 2 specifically on his location, and 2 a little wider out.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? 2 specifically on whose location now?
On the location you sent me.
That's better.
And then two a little and a little wider out.
Screw these guys! I kill them all.
And
Better than me.
And hold on, I have to mark off that I just used 4 missiles.
Dang.
Quite comfortably in your mech. You can see the town off in the distance. Even
No,
at front.
I'm stepping back. At best, I'm only peeking my little head over, but I'm firing them from behind that ridge.
Well, mini missiles have a certain range. You're gonna have to get
a mile. A mile.
Okay.
So,
From a mile, you can see the town from inside this mech, and you punch in the coordinates. And the moment you hit the button, it is very sort of unceremonious from where you are. It's just a little where these missiles drop out of the launcher, and very quietly with a sort of just whisper streak off into the distance. But when they reach their location, they don't arrive with a whisper. Instead, there's these massive explosions all of a sudden that just rock the far side of the town. Your coordinates were dead on, and the larger of the buildings on that side just start to explode in an explosion of
they're a high explosive 1d4 times 10 if it matters.
Not for the damage doesn't so much, like completely obliterated a series of buildings
made of wood.
And wood, flaming wood goes, pieces of roof, window, glass goes flying in every direction, and there is a consecutive 4 explosions that takes out 2 buildings and just sends dirt and earth and fire and flame and wood and debris going all over the place. Everybody by the watchtower you see takes cover just instinctively. They get down, and you start hearing people yell, "Get down, get down, get down."
All right, now I'm waiting for the guy with the staff to get away from his post, to leave his post, and then we're going to drive in.
Into the rift right away. He jumps over into the rift.
Excellent. Zan,
yes,
take us to the portal
right
as fast as you safely can.
As fast as I safely can. Right to it.
So you jump from the hood where you guys were looking, you run around and jump back into the seat.
Yeah,
At this point, no one is taking notice of any hasty action because everybody is involved in hasty actions themselves. So people are scattering and running for cover, running to loved ones, running here, running there, and you get into the
loved ones, whatever. Yep.
Private Carper, you let me know if anybody comes this way.
Yes, sir.
So at the moment, it's just chaos. You get in the vehicle, you bring it right up to the rift. You can hear it humming ominously over you, just pulsating and shimmering in different colors.
Excellent. Private Zan, get to the secondary target, the box. Go.
I go.
I have the button. It's armed.
So the nuke is in the truck. What are you doing here with the?
We are leaving the truck at the base of the portal.
Okay.
I have armed the device.
Yep.
And we are heading toward our secondary objective, which is the weird box.
Okay.
I can snatch it. I will.
That is exactly what we're
too heavy to snatch. Like I said, it's the size of a trunk, but it's metal, so it's all.
Well, it depends how strong we are.
I've got a 30 strength, so I'm really strong.
I'm gonna say it weighs 800 pounds.
Oh,
800 pounds. Okay. Oh. So I can carry 190 pounds.
A lot less than that, yeah.
So a little bit less than what we need.
I'm really strong, but I don't think I can carry 800 pounds.
Probably not. All right. So secondary objective is over. It'll die in the blast. That's all we need. Okay. So we're going to get to the box. We're going to try and move it. And when we find out that we can't, we are just going to go.
There is a guy running towards you to the box. You do see that. So in the clearing, the box is in the center of the town. And as you're looking at it and trying to lift it and see what you can do, a guy is running over to you and he's trying to wave you off. But he is running directly to the box. He's saying, get back, get back. I got it. I got it.
Okay. We're going to step back, but I'm worried that he's going to move it. And so I have to follow him.
Well, the moment he gets to you and he steps back, he opens up a panel and then he hits a button. And the moment he does, the little dish that's in the center, the pulsating energy starts to kind of whirl really fast down in the hole. The box starts to shake just a little bit. And then like a Gungan Star Wars shield, it starts to materialize
no.
about 150 feet up in the air, and then just
Shut
start
the
to
box.
cascade over.
Okay, well, that's going to defeat our escape plan.
I got a quick question. This is
you
a
don't.
visible shield, right?
You have no idea what kind of shield it is. All you're seeing is a purple.
No. It's visible. I can see it.
Oh yes, it's pink.
Yeah, okay.
It's very visible. So it's a pink,
Um,
like a fluorescent pink light. That's
Okay.
just.
Captain,
Yes.
Captain,
Yes.
we may have a new developed situation here.
Without
Some
the
sort of
preamble, what's going on?
shield just went over the whole freaking town.
You can see it where you are easily, Max. You can see
Well,
it.
again, I'm trying to be behind a ridge, so I can't. So I will
Even
step
so,
forward.
you see it. You see it's like a light that lights up. Yep. You can-
Got it. I
All right.
step forward anyway, and like,
Private Zan.
Yep.
Can you eliminate this this obstacle for me, please? I'm pointing at the person.
Absolutely. So
Sergeant, can you hear me?
I fire on the guy that lit that.
In combat, sir. Stand by.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot him.
roll to strike.
Okay, come on. I need a good roll tonight. Just one good roll. 22. That's what I'm talking about.
You guys need to stand back. You need to get out of here. It just falls right over after he starts.
All right,
trying to
I'm gonna
explain.
use one of my last 2 fusion blocks and attach it to the box,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm gonna set it for 30 seconds.
Woo! Time to run.
It lands with a metallic clud. You stick it on, and it's not moving. And as soon as you set it, you see a red 3 and a red 0 start to count down. 29, 28.
All right, Private Zan, we are now moving,
Yes, running.
and
toward
I'm
me.
running. And if he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it. That's fine.
How fast can you guys run?
Let's see here.
I bet you Private Zan runs faster.
I bet you're right, but I run with purpose.
My speed's 21.
What are we gonna do when we run out of fusion blocks?
Well, this is going to be on the coalition,
all of our
sir.
issues.
This is going to be on the coalition, so they're going to replace this one. 200 yards per round.
200
Since I
yards
go
per
4
round.
actions.
So you can make it to the edge. So as you guys are running again, everybody is running, and now they're running. So you don't look any different than anybody else. And you run down this hill. You can see the pink light wall sort of getting closer and closer to you. You manage to get to it pretty quickly. The whole thing probably goes out about 500 feet in total, maybe about 250 feet on each side in every direction before it starts to come back down. So it's just this giant dome that it created over the top of it.
Okay.
And as you get closer to it, Buck McCool, you can also see it kind of pulsating similar to a rift.
Okay. Well, I don't want to touch it then.
No.
So I'm going to wait for the box to be destroyed so this field goes down. As it does, you hear the explosion go off shortly after you decide I ain't touching that. And you can hear that fusion block go off, and the moment it does, it just vanishes like it was never even there. It doesn't. This is very quickly gone.
I'm going to get 250 yards away and then push the button.
You hear a lot of screaming as you continue to run. I assume Warren right behind you.
I hope so.
And when you feel that you're about that distance without anyone being able to pursue you and not even really analyzing the threat, you hit the button. And as Max, as you're sitting there in your mech with the air conditioner turned on louder, harder now, so you finally got the temperature to about where you want it. And you see a nuclear explosion rise over the tree line real quick that just illuminates the night with daylight for not even like a lightning strike, but like a lingering daylight. This day, it turns from night to day for probably about 20 seconds as this.
I'm turning my mech 180 degrees. So the mushroom cloud is behind me. And I'm just envisioning a nice Apocalypse Now type view with helicopters coming in, even though I'm a mech. And I'm slowly stepping back towards I forget the name of the city we came from for about 10 seconds, just so I could run that through my head a couple of times. That must have looked really cool.
Well, a fox making its way through the forest that glanced at you did get the silhouetted mech shot with the nuclear explosion and the mushroom cloud rising up behind you, basking the wilderness in this atomic radioactive green daylight for about 20 seconds as this mushroom cloud.
Once I feel that I looked sufficiently cool, Sergeant, Sergeant, are you okay? Sergeant, are you there?
Sir, copy that.
So the
You're alive.
explosion, as you say that the explosion, or even probably before, the explosion, even while you're 500, 600 feet away running full speed, you eventually hear like a rumble behind you. And before long, before you can even turn to see what it is, this invisible force just blows you probably about 15 feet forward, both of you. And you get propelled through the air and then go crashing down into the ground. You see all of the grass has kind of been blown forward, and the atomic green day starts to dim back to night.
So my ass is in the dirt.
Yep. Man.
Private Zan, are you still alive?
Yeah. I'm good.
Outstanding.
Ooh.
Get up. We are leaving.
Yes. All right.
Captain. Do you leave?
Yeah. Sorry. Well, yes. What?
Package has been delivered.
I saw that.
Secondary objective has been destroyed. Primary objective has been attacked. I cannot verify. The portal is closed.
All right. Hold your ground. Find some cover. Hold your ground. I'm coming in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
We had a tertiary objective. I don't have to like it, but it's now time to do it.
Okay.
Turn around, heading towards the settlement. As the dust clears, yada yada. I am taking down buildings.
So as you get closer and you can see what remains of the village, there actually isn't much. There's partial buildings, and everything is on fire. You can't really see any movement, and the purple hue from the rift, McCool, you still see it? So you can still see the rift over the town, but looks like it is dramatically destabilized. The humming is much louder and more distinct than it was before. And there is like this black light embedded in every inch of it that kind of just, the whole thing is destabilizing.
Captain, the rift is less stable, but it is still there.
Can I identify it through this fog, haze, ash, whatever is going on here?
A little bit. You can see a shaking black purple light in the distance.
I mean, typical American. If I don't understand it, I shoot it. So let's see what happens when I shoot it with a couple lasers.
So you, again, as you start laying into it, you have no idea if the lasers actually did what you shot them for, but you're fine. You're happy with this result anyway, because after you do, the rift starts to shake kind of violently and then vanishes.
Good.
I hope you guys are wearing.
The rift is gone.
See, it seems that it's gone. I am going to go in for confirmation.
Yes, sir.
Actually, don't we have a scout for that?
Yes, sir.
I have a Carper. I'm mighty
Yes,
silent
sir.
for the last, minute. So,
Well, that doesn't seem to be a whole lot I could do.
well, how about you go scout that rift for me?
All right.
Seems uncomfortable.
All right. I'll hop on my bike and rev on into town.
Also, note any survivors, and pass that information to Sergeant McCool.
10-4.
Corporal
As
Carper.
you slowly make your way up to town, the engine is the only thing that you hear. There is an eerie quiet now everywhere. There's not a bird, not an animal, not a breeze of wind. There's just
Corporal
eerie,
Carper, remind me to give you some iodine pills later.
it's an eerie stillness everywhere, and the only thing that you can hear is the engine of your bike. As you come up closer in the moonlight, you can see that there is a massive crater where the rift used to be. All of the houses on the inside are completely annihilated. There's just maybe like pillars standing up, or strange, like the door frame will be the only thing standing in like a house that's completely destroyed. So there'll be strange anomaly structures that manage to somehow survive the nuclear explosion. But for the most part, the city is completely destroyed. You see dead bodies with badly burned skin just kind of smoldering all over the place, including somebody in very fancy purple armor who is dead on the ground, kind of dangling out of one of the buildings.
Was that the older one or the younger one?
Older one.
Okay.
One cyber knight down.
All right. Sergeant, the rift is confirmed gone. The interior of the town is obliterated. The town is littered with corpses, and I can confirm one of the cyber knights are dead.
Excellent. Take an extra 10 seconds to survey the area. If you see no signs of life, return to the captain.
All right. I'll look around. Am I seeing anything, hearing anything?
You don't hear anything, not even a bird. Everybody in this town is dead. The people that were on the other side of the town seem to have been destroyed by the missile strike. The buildings on that side are still on fire and burning. You don't hear anybody screaming or anybody. You don't hear anybody. And on this side of the town, the buildings are pretty much annihilated, and you see badly burned bodies all over the place, and no sign of movement, no sign of pain, screaming, anything. Everybody seems to be dead. Before long, creeping around, you also see what looks like the white armored cyber knight, who armor now is taken a lot of damage. It's got black soot all over it. Part of it's totally destroyed, and not wearing helmets. You can see half their faces like melted off as he's just lying there dead inside. Long story short, the entire town has been utterly and completely decimated by the nuke.
Yeah, we have confirmation of the second cyber knight.
Are there any signs of life, Corporal?
Negative.
Excellent. Move back to the captain. Mission
10-4. Before I head back, I assume that everything is like too hot to touch.
Yes.
Okay, I head back.
Just for effect, you can hear the little radioactive noise, even though you have no idea what's producing it. But
all right, Zan, let's go. Moving out. Let's go.
All right, heading out. Guess we're
okay. We're gonna head back to the mech, and then we're gonna escort the mech back to base.
Yep.
For mission complete.
Sergeant,
sir,
lead them back. I'm going off comms. I'll debrief you once I get back.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't mean to actually throw these things. There we go.
As we're going back, if you're riding your bike, you have to ride it very slowly because we're on foot.
Yeah.
But as we're
you
going
don't
back,
have a truck anymore.
You don't have a truck anymore. As we're going back, gentlemen, what you've done here today is hard work. I know you may have some feelings about it later, but here's what the story is. We had an incursion from another dimension. DBs came through giving technology and magic of alien origin to those who are suspected to have anti-human sentiment. What you've done is save lives. Remember that. You have saved lives, the least of which now is your own.
Really? And I'm going to stop right here, right now. Really, we saved lives. I saw the decimation we just did. Yes. Lives were not saved. They were cooked. There were families in there, women and children.
Every single one of those sympathizers and dissidents would have killed at least 10 people themselves. Yes, we killed probably 100 dissidents today. By doing that, we have saved 1,000 human lives. It is a price I will pay. And if it makes you feel better, remember you were ordered. You're heroes today, whether you feel it or not. Excellent work. Stop being late.
When we get, I mean, unless there's more to that, when we get back, I would like to do the debriefing of McCool and then whatever else we need to do to wrap this up.
Yeah, so it's an uneventful, thoughtful journey back where whatever sins you might have can just weigh on you the entire time.
I feel fine.
Again, no uneventful journey back, no monsters, no DBs, no problems of any kind. And before long, you see again the city of Greyhop rising off in the distance, the smokestacks, the signs of industry, until finally the front gate is once again upon you.
Sergeant McCool?
Sir?
Send them back to our office, our headquarters, whatever we're calling it.
Yes,
I want to talk to you out here.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, we are back. Mission is over. Go ahead back to base, store your gear, and you are dismissed until tomorrow morning, where you will get pay for your mission. Excellent work. Sleep well. Sleep fast. See you tomorrow.
Without a word, I drop off my damage equipment as normal. I'm going to try to sneak in my vibro knife if I can. Do I need to make a roll?
Yes, make a
PTSD already? Outstanding.
Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get me.
D20 or percentile? What am I rolling?
Percentile for concealment.
I don't. Is that a skill? I don't know if I have that.
It is a skill, yes.
Okay, I don't have it. So.
You have your
hides
other
it in his
stuff already
hands.
in your apartment, by the way. You have your inside and your outside weapons.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, never mind then. All right. So
All right.
I'll go on in. I'm going to find the nearest bar, and Warren's going to have a few drinks. He doesn't do that often.
Coping with alcohol. Good man. David, what about you?
I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to go in, store my gear. I'm not going to try to sneak anything into the town.
In the bar, everyone's kind of they're either playing pool and not paying attention, but people at the bar are all watching the TV where they're going on about the eruption of violence and crime throughout the day, and they're going into greater speculation about missing gang leaders and gang wars and what that means for the future of Greyhop. But that is the news of the day, and that's what everybody in the bar is watching.
I'm watching it with disinterest at this point, but I'm probably going to be drowning my sorrows for a while.
Sergeant McCool.
Yes, sir.
Whatever demons we killed right now, I'm pretty sure we also unleashed a few more. What I'm most concerned about is this. That could be used as propaganda against us. You know the coalition has spies everywhere, and
Yes,
they can use that against us. Look at these violent mercenaries that just went in and destroyed a settlement for no reason. Now,
that is a story they could say, sir. Yes.
I just want you to be aware of that, and we need to be careful. We need to watch our P's and Q's, so to speak. I'm not comfortable with this mission for many, many reasons. But the fact that it could come back to haunt us in a few different ways is not something I'm looking forward to. And I want you to be on your toes when it comes to that.
Yes, sir. From my experience, sir, someone doesn't get to be a colonel in the coalition military if they're stupid. So as long
we're
as
the stupid ones.
As long as we are useful to the colonel, he will protect us. The moment we are not useful to him, he will cut us loose.
Which is one of those demons I was talking about.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. settle payment with them and get a list of all the items we use to the coalition colonel. And you know what? If you want to put a couple extra things on there, I'll sign off on it.
Yes, sir. Okay, I am definitely going to get the private and the corporal environmental armor, because right now they're running that crappy 35 MDC nonsense. And Carper, here's your iodine pills. Anyway, yeah, full environmental armor probably a good idea.
It'll help with some of the radiation poisoning. You know, we'll see.
Well, as you kind of reflect on your final thoughts on potential dangers looming ahead of you, you think about the colonel, and as you're finishing your thoughts with Buck McCool, you just kind of glance over his shoulder where coalition soldiers are now assisting with the front gate and people coming in and out. And you just see one of them start to slam some guy into a wall a couple of times. And, you know, as you're kind of thinking about how the city is taking pretty dramatic changes pretty quickly, you just watch, you know, the hammer of coalition power, you can tell, is starting to fall on Grey Hub.
I'm no bastion of justice anymore today, so I'm numb and just going to my office.
All right. Campaign adventure number 2 in the books.
Sweet.
Just 1 second.
Wait, there's a star message you put up here. Oh, of course, subscribe.
Subscribe for was it genocide or mass destruction? And join the Legion Myth Mercenary Company today.
Kill DBs all day, all night.
And a few innocents, but hey, we got the DBs, right?
Oh man.
All right.
I just I had a really hard, man, these crazies. I got all these, there's conflicting things. I think the reason because that was so against, I hated doing what I was doing, but I couldn't stop it. I'll tell you this, had he fireballed me again, I would not have left. I need to get some rope. Someone said that.
You need a grappling hook.
You need a grappling hook. I had to follow orders. So I really, out of all of us, got what I wanted.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good plan,
these two
actually.
down here would not have come back early and with half-ass information, I would have stuck to my guns.
Yes,
But the way they made it sound is like this sanctuary area is all full of freaking DBs or goddamn lycanthropes. I don't know what the hell's going on, but somebody threw a fireball in my face. You know what? At that point, I was like, well, there might be some innocence in there, but it's not really sounding like it. So, and that's why I said to McCool, I said, look, if I hesitate, you take the shot, because if something were to happen, like, oh, and you see a little girl with her dolly right there standing going, what's happening? I'd have been like, nope. And he'd have, bam.
I'd have taken that girl out along with her. That's why I had the button. He gave me the button for a purpose. It's not because I'm probably the only guy here with demolitions. It's because he knew I was going to press it. That is how I am trained. A military man. If you don't see civilians and it's a dangerous situation, there's no civilians here, sir.
If you had come back with information that said, okay, good guys here, bad guys are there, yada, yada. Like, wait, they want to use the moon. We got magic going on in there. You got a fireball thrown in your face. They started shooting you. Weird that they're friendly during the day, but not at night. You sure they're not werewolves?
Yeah. You could thank dollar store Batman for that little piece of nugget of wisdom.
Right.
Great. I like all the nuance that RPG has done is put in here, like the coalition, you know, claiming this town through veiled, very thinly veiled subterfuge and coercion, and I can't react to any of it, and that's upsetting. I can't react because I'm too dumb. My character has an IQ of 7.